In this video, I'm looking at the Pamu Slide 2 TWS earphones. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. So I'm looking here at the Pamu Slide 2 TWS earphones. Now these are on Indiegogo at the moment. They are available with a early bird price of $79. Now let me run through some of the features of these things. First of all, you've got hybrid active noise cancelling. They've got voice enhancement, Bluetooth 5.2, wireless charging support, in-ear detection, so that means when you take the earbuds out of your ears, they will automatically stop. You can actually disable that function. It's got a low latency game mode, it's got touch and slide controls, it's got app controls, it's got IPX4 water resistance, and a total of around 26 hours of playback time. So with all that said, let's have a look, and just as the name implies, I'll slide it in. This is the Pamu Slide. Well, this is the case at least. On the top here you got your USB-C port, and on the bottom you've got this excellent LED strip, and this obviously shows you your battery level of the case, charging case, and it is so much more informative than single LEDs or even the 3 LEDs. I really like this system, it's so good. Let's see if we can get it going for you. I'll pull out the earbuds, and that's the earbuds. We'll have a closer look at them, but when I put these in, check this out. See that? So much better than a single LED. Anyway, that is the case, and as the name would imply, yeah, it slides open just like that. So inside you got your little earbuds, and they're pretty comfortable. They've got this stem type design, and on top of that they use silicone ear tips. I haven't got them on at the moment because I was using my own personal tips, because the ones in the box were just a little bit too small for my ears. So there you go. The case actually supports larger third-party tips, which is nice. They fit in there just nicely, and there you have it. So in terms of build, yeah, it's pretty nice. I think it's available in 3 colors. There's a black and this blue one, and I can't remember what the third one is, maybe a white. Don't quote me on that, but in terms of comfort, they're good. They're nice and light, they're nice and small, they fit in my ears well, and they don't feel like they're going to fall out when I'm moving around. These are well suited to exercising or working out, as they are sweat resistant and resistant to light to moderate rain, thanks to their IPX4 water resistance rating. Now these also come with the Pamu phone app, which adds a lot of extra functionality. In the app you can control things like the active noise cancelling mode, the game latency mode, EQ settings, the ANC pass-through or transparency mode, and you can enable or disable the in-ear detection, all within the app. Furthermore, you can also customize the touch controls, which is another great little feature. I love that. So you can set these up just the way you want them. And the EQ effects, there's 6 different effects. You get your rock, pop, jazz, classical, and normal, etc. They all actually do have their own distinct sound, so it's really quite good. You can customize not only the sound, but the touch controls as well. In terms of battery life, you're looking at around 5 to 6 hours for the earbuds, and then of course you can charge them an additional 3 times with the case, so about 26 hours in total if I remember correctly. Now as far as the microphone and call quality goes for the Slide 2, the mic is actually pretty good, especially if you put it in wind reduction mode. Then you get a lot less compression and a lot clearer voice. When you've got it in normal ANC mode, it sounds pretty much like your typical TWS Bluetooth earphone. It sounds kind of compressed with artifacts in it, but that wind noise reduction mode, the voice sounds really good. I'll give you an example here. This is a microphone test for the Pamu Slide 2. Right now I am in wind noise reduction mode, which actually enhances the quality of the voice. So as you can hear, it's nice and clear, there's very little compression going on, and it does a very good job also of blocking out any background noises. So I mentioned these have ANC, and man, I was really surprised by the quality of the active noise cancelling on these. It works very, very well. Just for the normal ANC mode, it blocks out the noise of fans and air conditioners or engines, motors really well. So I was quite surprised. It's one of the better ANCs that I've heard in a sub $100 TWS earphone. I'm not sure what the final retail price will be, but right now, as I mentioned, the early bird price is $79. So they've also got this transparency mode, and there are 2 levels that you can set for the transparency mode, a light and a strong, or something like that. But yeah, this is actually the first sort of semi-budget TWS earbud that has had a workable transparent mode for me. It does really amplify your surroundings, especially voices, so I can actually have a proper conversation with people when I'm wearing these in my ear, so that's pretty cool. So with all those features out of the way, how does the Pamu Slide 2 actually sound? Well, it sounds surprisingly good actually. These sound pretty nice. I mentioned the 6 preset EQ modes already. They change the sound profile quite a bit, so you can have a lot of fun with those. But regardless of which EQ setting that you're using, the Slide 2 has got a nice meaty and full-bodied bass. It's got plenty of punch and impact. It's never overpowering though. It's a fairly balanced sound signature. Mid-range notes are nice and rounded, full-bodied, especially in the vocal EQ setting, of course. The mids are rich, but they're not oversaturated, and instrument separation and all that stuff is pretty solid. For a TWS, these sound really nice. And then the treble, well, the treble is nice, and it's actually got some sparkle, especially if you're in the classical mode, which sort of brings the treble forward and reduces the bass somewhat, and that really opens up the soundstage. It makes the soundstage more spacious as well. But while that is great for classical music, if you are listening to rock music in the classical EQ preset, that might be a bit much. It gets a little bit bright. But for all the other modes, yeah, it's pretty cruisy in terms of treble, but it sounds nice and light and crisp. There's good detail and there's good clarity. So the sound overall is nice, and I would say it is on par with pretty much everything in that sub $100 price range. So to sum up, that is the Pamu Slide 2, really a pretty good sounding earbud. But when you add all the features on top of that, did I mention it does wireless charging? I think I did. But yeah, you got the sound, and when you add all those nice features on top of it, it really adds up to a pretty well-rounded product. And especially at that early bird price, yeah, I think this is a good one. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it the old thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more reviews like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.